Today we're going to be making barbecue chicken wings.
I really need you to hear what I'm saying.
Let's get cracking with the recipe. I definitely like to use the skin on chicken wings, so if you can get these from your butcher, mine were frozen guys, and I've just defrosted them this morning, which is why they're a bit watery. Start off by cleaning the chicken wings. So we have skin on chicken wings, and this fat here, it helps with the taste, but it also helps with the crispiness. Now, sometimes the skin ones, they do have sometimes they've already been burnt, the butcher's already burned them, okay? But if they don't, like my butcher doesn't, which is fine, they sometimes have a little bit of feathers left on, so just inspect your wings, right? I like to get like just a kitchen paper, put that there. And we're just gonna, any extra feathers that are left on, we're just gonna pull them off, okay? So we pull the feathers off, and we'll put our clean wings into another bowl here. Right, so the feathers, I'll just wipe onto the tissue and throw the tissue away. All right, so that's how we're just gonna clean our wings. If you feel like you can't pull them out like this, then you can always use like tweezers that you buy specifically just for meat, and then keep them for your meat and for doing this if you want, but they usually come out really easily anyway, so you shouldn't need to do that. So if you go to your butcher, what you want to ask for is 1 kilo of a skin on chicken wings, okay? I'm going to give this a bit of a wash, okay, and then we're going to marinate it, okay? We'll let the water strain out of the chicken for a bit while we prepare the marinade. So we're going to start off with our fresh garlic, okay? So we need 4 to 5 cloves, depending on how garlicky you like it. I'm going to use probably 5. Okay, you just want to peel it, and then we're going to use a hand grater to mince it up. So I have peeled all my garlic to grate it into our bowl that we're going to marinate our chicken in, okay? And this is just going to mince it up so it's nice and fine. You can use a food processor instead if you want to, whatever you find easy. Watch your fingers. Make sure you don't grate your fingers in. No one likes finger flavour food. Our minced garlic. The thing we're going to add to our garlic to make our marinade is some salt. I use this pink salt in everyday to day cooking, which is a little bit saltier than regular table salt, I feel. So I'm going to use a little bit less than 2 teaspoons. If I was using table salt, I would probably use about 2 teaspoons. With this, I'm going to use 1.5. Okay, so I'll put 2 in the recipe, and obviously you can adjust salt according to your own preference. If you eat less, you can put less in. If you eat more, you can put more in. I'm not going to judge. Black pepper. You can use white pepper as well. I am using coarsely ground black pepper. You can use normal black pepper. A teaspoon of pepper. Teaspoon of paprika. You can add more if you want to. Onion powder as well. Teaspoon, and I do a heaped teaspoon of onion powder because I really like it. I'm just going to give those a little bit of a mix together. Our chicken wings now, they're going to go into our marinade. Right, so we're going to really get our hands in here. Ooh, escaping wings. And we are going to coat all our wings and press that marinade into our wings, okay? We've coated them really, really well in that marinade. What you would normally do is coat this now with some cling film or cover it, and then pop them in the fridge for at least a couple of hours. You really want that marinade to seep into your wings to give them ultimate flavour before you fry them off. But you can make them straight away. I mean, I have made them straight away in the past and they've been absolutely fine. But just obviously, you know, with chicken, the longer you leave it to marinate, the better it tastes. If I could find the end of the cling film, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? Anybody else hate cling film? That goes on there. So these need to go in the fridge now for however long, right? At least a couple of hours, okay? So, when you're ready to fry your wings, you can coat them in your flour and your baking powder, toss them up, and then ready to fry. So we're going to heat up our oil to fry the wings in, and we are going to make the barbecue sauce. So let's move on to the barbecue sauce. This, we're going to coat our wings in this, okay? So for that, we need a separate bowl. 4 to 5 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. Again, you can use any that you like. Excuse the rude noises. And then chili sauce. Okay, this one's pretty spicy, so I'm not going to add too much. So depending on how spicy you want it and how spicy your chili sauce is, obviously put that much in. I'm going to put just a tablespoon of this. And then I'm going to taste it and see if I want to add more. I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce. 2 tablespoons of this. Add 1 if you want to, if you don't like the flavour of it. I quite like it. It's quite tangy. And to round off all those flavours, we're going to add a little bit of brown sugar, about a teaspoon. And you give your sauce a good mix to dissolve in that brown sugar. And then just give it a taste. See what you think it might be missing. And then adjust according to your preference. That tastes absolutely banging to me. Perfect. Yummy. So that is the sauce that goes on the top. Okay. Lovely jubbly. So we're going to toss our wings in this once they are fried. Okay. Let's talk about the frying a little bit. Okay, so you can do a healthier version of these and bake them if you want to. So what you would do is, once your marinade, you're ready to bake them, you would coat your wings in your cornflour and your baking powder. Put your oven on 180 fan, 200 no fan. I believe that's got Mach 4. And you lay them out on a tray. Bake them for half an hour on each side. So half an hour, take them out, turn them over, bake them again, and then toss them in the sauce. They should go nice and crispy in the oven as well. But frying is quicker and it does taste really good. Obviously, it is a lot less healthy. Right, onto the frying. So for the flour mixture, you need 3 tablespoons of corn flour. Right, so corn flour does make the wings a bit more crispier, but plain flour works as well. So you can use plain flour if you don't have corn flour, okay? So 3 heaped tablespoons of corn flour, a teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder, it will help make them even crispier, okay? It kind of puffs up the skin a little bit while it's frying, and then kind of crackles it up. I don't know how to explain it, but it does help. Give those a mix together. Okay, so I have oil in a wok. I'm gonna toss all our wings in the flour. So normally you would toss all your wings in the flour, but obviously I've left most of mine to marinate for the purpose of the video. I'm going to show you. So just coat your wing, okay, in the flour. Okay, I'm going to turn my oil down to medium. It should be hot enough now. And then all you do is, once your wing is coated in the flour, you're going to lay it into your hot oil, okay? It will fizzle, and you're going to fry each one for like 1.5 minutes on each side, and then take it out. So we fry them for about roughly 3 minutes. I haven't been timing these, but let them go kind of crispy. I have prepared a plate with some kitchen paper on it, okay, which we are going to put the wings onto. Drain them and then onto the kitchen paper. So if we just fried them once, okay, I'll explain that again. If we just left them to completely fry once, they just won't be as crispy, and then they won't have the coating on top as we want it to be. It won't be as crispy. So we double fry them so that they go nice and crispy. So we let them drain. We're going to let them cool a little bit before we refry them, okay? So what you would normally do is basically just fry them all off like that. And also don't put too many in the pot, in the oil at the same time. Okay, so another tip for you is don't put too many in the oil at the same time, because that will also prevent them from growing crunchy and crispy. You want to put a minute, depending on the size of your wok, what you're frying them in. Don't put more than 5 or 6 in, okay? Mine's quite big, so 5, 6 is okay. If you do too many, then it cools down the oil too quickly, and then they just don't go as crispy, okay? By the time you fry them all, the first batch should be ready to be refried, okay? We're going to refry for another 3 minutes. Just be careful, it will bubble up quite a bit. Can you hear that, yeah? Make sure your heat is not too high, okay? You want to keep it on a medium heat. Poke your chicken wings with a knife. If your knife goes through very easily, that means your wing is done. Okay, so I'll show you. So you closer up. So your wing, right, just check it, poke it with a knife. If it goes in really easily, then that means the wing is cooked through. Okay, so that's ready now and it's nice and crispy on top. Okay, okay, so they are ready. These are the wings done. They are nice and crispy, and even though they're hot and once they cool down they will stay crispy. Okay, and that is the purpose of double frying them. Okay, so you want to let them drain on the paper towel. When you're ready to serve up your wings, finally toss them in our delicious barbecue sauce. Now this sauce is enough to coat the whole kilo, but I'm going to transfer my sauce to a smaller bowl. It's probably just better off making it in a smaller bowl, to be honest. And crispy chicken wings into a bowl. I put a little bit of the sauce, just enough to coat these ones. Toss our wings in the sauce, okay? With this kind of motion. Look at these. And then to garnish, chop your spring onion. Top with the spring onions. Also top them with some sesame seeds. There you have it, guys. Barbecue chicken wings. Crispy on the outside, delicious flavour, and nice and juicy on the inside. I will show you the inside now. This should be cool enough. Bismillah, let's bite in. Juicy, juicy chicken wing. They literally just fall off the bone, and it tastes absolutely amazing, especially with the added spring onion on top. These you need to make. Definitely try this recipe, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and enjoy your chicken wings. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.